Welcome in, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Jane. I get these downloads, and I was out walking the other day, and they kept showing me, well, they were showing me a lot of things, so I'm just going to briefly go over that. I did prepare some of the cards pre-shuffle, and these cards popped out. I had other cards popped out, but I kept putting them back in, but these ones just kept coming back out, so I just said, fine, I'll leave them out. They're also going to have me do something which I haven't done in quite a while. They're going to have me pull out some charms at the end, I think. So, um, they kept showing me, like, I think you're being watched. So whoever you are, I don't know who this is for. I don't know if it's for a lot of people or a few people. But they were showing me um, somebody bigger, or that's bigger than you, or someone that's in a power type position, some type of authority maybe, that they're trying to intimidate somebody that's smaller or in a weaker position. So I didn't know at first if this was a personal relationship, or it was like you're somebody that you work for or something to that effect. I wasn't quite sure, but I just know that you're being watched. So the word they kept showing me was insight, but I didn't know if it was like, this was to give you insight, or if this is because you're in somebody's sight. You know what I mean? So they were showing me like these dark clouds, and it's like this storm was moving in. They showed me a vision of a bear, and then it was like, I wasn't sure if it was a wolf, a dog, or a fox. But then I started later on, like I just wrote down it was some kind of canine with stand-up ears. So that's why I thought it was either a wolf, a dog, or a fox. But now I'm starting to think, leaning more towards the fox. I'm going to explain why. So I wrote down, are watching you. These flying monkeys. So there could be up to like 5. Now, if you don't know what a flying monkey is, I'm just going to briefly explain that. A flying monkey is somebody that, if you have a partner or somebody in your life that has narcissism, or like, and I believe this could be like a covert narcissist, though I didn't write that down. Only because flying monkeys are people that they have around them that do their bidding, that they, in a way, what happens is they fill these people with these false narratives about you, and they have these people believe, so they do their bidding for them, basically, right? So they're called flying monkeys, and you could have up to 5 of these people around you. They also showed me the Ace of Swords, and through the clouds, like the clouds were like black, but in the center of the clouds, they showed me these 2 glowing eyes and a glowing mouth. So the 2 eyes and the mouth were glowing, but the rest was like a black cloud. So I didn't know if, I wasn't really sure what that meant. I didn't know if that had anything to do with, you know, your guides, or like an angel is like, even though it's black, they're still seeing through the darkness. I wasn't really sure what that means. They also showed me a lovebird that was blending into the pavement. So it was like, at first I didn't even see it. It was like a barely there. And then as I was able to focus in more, I realized like, oh, that's a lovebird. So that's why I was thinking more it could be like a narcissist, because it could be somebody that you love or did love. So it was like the color of the pavement too. So it was like blending in. So it was like somebody is like trying to stay hidden or trying to blend in. And that's what made me think it was more the fox, because like the fox, they stay in like they stay in like the tree line, so that they see you but you don't see them. Like they're always hidden. You don't know, like if they're stalking your chickens or like your cat or something, like they stay hidden. Like you don't even know they're there. They know you're there. They're watching you. They could be watching you for hours, but and they take their time. Like they're not afraid to stay in that spot or in that tree line for a really long time. Like they're very patient about it. So They also showed me a red bird, so that's why I was thinking that you could be being love bombed or something. And they're trying to make you unstable in some way. So I don't know if they're trying to rock your foundation or if they're trying to make you look unstable. And then I saw they were showing me heels digging in. So I don't know if it was them digging in their heels or you're digging in your heels. So I'm not, again, quite sure. They showed me a crow, a single crow. And crows are not usually alone. I have full body chills right now. They were also showing me the colors of a white or a white and a gray vehicle. So I don't know if it was they showed me, I don't know, they showed me the vehicles like 3 or 4 times, and they were, some of them were trucks, and um the trucks were all silver. So they showed me that, I think they showed me that 3 or 4 times. And then they showed me that 3 or 4 times with a white vehicle, but the white vehicle was always different. Like sometimes it was a van, sometimes it was a car, sometimes it was a truck. So I'm not really sure what that means. And they also showed me, what started it all was a hand mudra, and that told me which deck to bring out. So this deck here, there's a hand mudra in here, and it's like the thumb and the forefinger together, and it's like there's an eyeball in the middle. And I noticed also that they had me bring out a lot of decks that have eyes on them. So the mudra is similar to that, right? But not creepy. Anyway, so I'm going to start with that. I'm going to put this aside. I'm really honestly not sure what this is all about. It's kind of like a darker type reading. So I don't know who this, belongs to. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we're not taking cards that flying out, Spirit. So they're going to have me split the deck here. Okay, I think that's mixed up enough here. Okay. All right, here we go. So you're going to have me read that card later. So we're just going to move some of this things aside here. They also wanted me to bring out this big deck. I'm going to move it. These are the cards that kept flying out. So I'm just going to keep this deck aside right now. And I'll pull them out in a moment. So they want me to start with these here. Okay. Your abilities are being refined. Okay. Okay, they just told me I didn't take enough. Let's try this again here. Okay, Spirit. I'm really tense too. So I think whoever this is gives you anxiety. Whoever this person that is part of your life is creating you to be very nervous and uptight. And when I was preparing the cards, I was getting a headache too. So I think this person brings a lot of tension into your life. Okay, Spirit. I'm going to just pull these cards out here, or what? Okay, they want to flip these cards out for me, so I'm just going to keep shuffling until they find the card. There we go. Most High. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about, those eyes in the mouth that was coming through the darkness. Okay. So whoever this is, I think you're being watched, but I think they're also being watched. So that's why I think they gave me the word insight and then had me break it into 2. So it seemed like a good idea at the time. You want these? Okay, no. Okay, they said they're only going to bring out singles. All right, so just notice that there's like this little teeny black speck there. Something bigger, looking at something smaller. or overshadowing something smaller. I think this person thinks that they're better than you. They think they have the power over you. When you know better. Yeah. Okay. Didn't want this. Okay, Spirit, what is it that you want here? Keep shuffling is what I heard. Okay. Just keep shuffling. These cards are kind of sticking together too, so. Well, they're not that easy to... If you feel lost, you will rely on them more. Okay. Time to go. All right. They're asking me to pull this other half here. The energy is quite heavy, so I'm just trying to muddle through it. You know, it feels like it's really sticky or clingy or thick. Oop, oop. One just flew out here. Okay, hold on. I could grab this and hit the floor. Okay. Fear can be all-consuming if you let it, so don't let it. Okay. Is this all you want? On the bottom, someone is spreading rumors about you, but it is really them, and that's what narcissists do. They recruit people around them, friends, coworkers, people in the neighborhood, even people in businesses, and they tell them things about you that's not true. It's, you know, something that they're actually doing, not what you're doing. 10 steps ahead. Yeah, they're always 10 steps ahead, and you don't even know. Because you know what? You just don't even know this stuff is going on. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Okay. You are not alone. We are all together in this. Okay. Well, on the bottom, God's got you. The Most High. Okay. So you have angels here that are protecting you. Okay. So they're going to have me pull out a few... oh, I got full body chills going on. They're going to have me pull out a few of these cards here. And I'm just going to set them aside. Okay, Spirit. This is going to be a blessing in disguise. Be patient. Have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, let's see here. And then one of these. Spirit guide on the bottom. I was like looking on the bottom. Healing. Okay, so there's healing on this one and spirit guide on this one. Okay. And I already read that one that I wasn't supposed to read. They want me to do it like this, so I'm just going to set these over here. We'll look at them later. Okay, Spirit. Okay, so they wanted me to pull out these here. So it started out with a heart fog. Okay, so mixed signals, blocked emotions, and messed up. So if you feel lost, you will rely on them more. Okay. You know, this individual is 10 steps ahead of you because they have already laid the foundation of your demise, I heard. So I don't know if you're trying to break away. Well, an emotional storm, turmoil's unstable, affect it. Yeah, you know what? I think, you know, you feel like you're free falling here. Yeah, that's that fear. And then we have fear can be all consuming if you let it, so don't let it. And then it has resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. And then we have loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. Expecting, faith, and manifesting. Oh, okay. Hold on. There's a card on the bottom I didn't take. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Okay. Let me move this deck aside here. Okay. See, you wouldn't expect anyone that you know, like, that you had a relationship with because you had loyalty and hope, right? But this person is definitely spreading rumors about you. Okay. Your angels are here, though. Okay. Well, on the bottom, danger. Okay. So let me see here what, let me see here what's going on. Okay. Hold on a moment. Let's see. Okay, so who is this individual to this person? Like, who is this? This is a character card. Whoa, that one flew in the air. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you know, this person is definitely, see how they're spreading rumors? They are laying the seeds. Yeah, and musician comes up. This person is, they're creating all this, yeah, they're using a community, see? 10 steps ahead, community. Well, it's danger. Okay, so what is this here for the not alone? Let me just move these aside. Okay. It's 31 over here. This resistance. Oop. My dog is sleeping, but she's kind of whimpering, like she's whining. You could be having fitful sleeps, too. Yeah. Chef. Culinary maestro, yeah. Culinary artist, seasoning, proficiency. This is, because you're not alone here. All right. So the word insight and insight. So they're bringing you some insight, but also you're in somebody's sight. So whoever is doing this, they have somebody, they're coaching people, yeah. Train, nurture, develop a plan, encourage, support. That's what Spirit is doing here for you. An avenger here. Memory, resolve, hatred, and plotting. That's what this person is doing. They're doing a lot of plotting. They're plotting against you. Well, okay. So then have me start with this one here. Freedom. That's what they want to do. They want to free you. Okay. And this one, the intention. That's their intention, to keep you in an emotional storm. Because that's what narcissists do, right? And then here, be honest with yourself. Okay. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept the truth and let Source take it from here. This is the Most High. So see how Archangel Michael, you can call him in. And then the intention here is mountain, freedom. This person has you caged. They have you caged. And you know, it's funny, dude, because they're having me do another reading, because they gave me another download like later after I got this one. And it talked about hooks in the heart. Like you're hooked. They have you hooked in the heart somehow. I'm not really sure. So I don't know if the next reading I'm going to do has anything to do with this reading. But if it does, I'm going to, when I upload this, I will put the next one in the description so you could easily access it. Okay. So they're going to have me pull out a few of these here. Law, commitment, yeah. Binding, obstruction, contract. Okay. Okay, what do you want here to go with this freedom? Indulgence. Joy. Yeah. Okay. What do you want here for the, whoa. Well, nightmare. See this emotional storm here? They're trying to create a nightmare. Suffering, darkness, persecution. Oh my gosh. You know, see how I was telling you about how the darkness and it had like these glowing eyes and mouth? Okay. What do you want to go with over here? Letting go, moving on, walking away. They want you to do that. They need you to release this fear. Okay, Spirit. What do you want here for releasing? Oh, look at this. Hand coming out to aid you. Mercy, charity, and kindness. You know, when I first brought this deck out too, and I split it, it came out on disturbance, where it had this thing on your back, on your shoulders. Yeah, they want you to create alliance with the Most High. You know, because it's blind here. You're blind to what's going on. That's why they wanted to bring that insight to you. They want you to create an alliance for yourself because you're blind about what's going on here. Okay, what do you want to go with aid? Yeah, a little collaboration. See, you know, I was kind of looking at like all the sevens. All the sevens kept jumping out at me because you got 17, 75, 47. All the sevens. I was noticing all these sevens. Collaboration. Yeah, because you know what? You're not alone in this. So Spirit has some kind of, they're creating some kind of game plan. Because it says here they're developing a plan, encourage, and support. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to encourage you, because they want to bring justice. Okay. So they want to bring justice here. They want me to read this mountain card here. 25. Intention. The message is, you've set a certain goal and it's clear to you that it is prompting by Spirit and aligned with your soul's purpose. Several signs confirm that it is the right direction for you, yet there is hesitancy. Yeah, because you got resistance here. Okay, although you know the objective is important, its pursuit has aroused fear and anxiety centered around the possibility of failure. You've even attempted to rationalize giving up, but your inner voice persists in reminding you how important it is to make a sincere attempt to reach your goal. It's been said that it's not the destination, but the journey that counts. And it's either been truer than it is in this situation you're inquiring about. Keep your eyes, ears, and especially your heart on this goal and your intention to reach it. Diminish the voice of the ego when it tells you it's not a big deal and really not worth the hassle. Remember that the ego's job is to keep you safe and dismiss those thoughts. Keep your focus on the goal while at the same time honoring your intention to appreciate each moment in the journey. When doubts and hesitation creep in, remind yourself that it's Spirit that has called to you and supports you fulfilling your soul's purpose. That's why they're trying to, because this is Archangel Michael here, sorry. But I see this dove, and the dove is coming, that's the Holy Spirit, right? Okay. Yeah. This person's trying to keep you down. And I'm going to tell you why I think that is. Because I think you could be, no, though I don't think you believe you are, I do believe that you are, because if you found this video and you're on my channel, you're either like an earth angel or a star seed, a shaman, anything like that. Like you could be, like considered like a chosen one, because those are the ones that are attacked the most, right? Keeping you in fear keeps you from being your true self, right? Okay, so what else here? Oh my God, I just picked up this deck here, and we'll get the devil right under on the bottom, just like I was saying. Whoever it is in your life that they think they have this higher authority over you, and maybe they've made you believe that. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, you know what? You see how like this storm is brewing here behind her, this tornado. Now the Eight of Wands, it is about movement, like action, something fast moving, some kind of news. Okay, Spirit. Let's pull out some cards here and see what's going on. Oh, The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is about finding your, finding serenity. This is like realizing your dreams, happiness, fulfillment. It's all about your emotions here. All right, Spirit. So what do you want here for the mountain, for the intention? Okay. So what's going on here with this nightmare and blind thing here? This heart fog and this emotional storm. Well, I just put it on Knight of Cups and it flipped out again on Knight of Cups. I should have taken it. This is, this is actually really good because this is like a romantic offer coming in here. This is like following your heart. See how all these hearts are, this could be something that you're wishing for. You know, I think once you release this kind of fear and you become honest with yourself, because, you know, I'm telling you the honesty too, negative things can't stick to you when you're honest with yourself. Because when you're honest with yourself, negative things have a hard time manipulating you. Looking at the Fool again. This is a new start. This is like taking that leap of faith. Okay, so what do you want for over here with the be honest? The fear. You know, my ear is ringing like you don't even know. Okay, let's see here. Whoa, whoa. The Seven of Cups. This is all about the decision making. Your decisions are confused. Well, but it's also about dreams. It's also about like fantasy, imagination. All the different choices that you have. You know, and you see here, even there's a heart here. A castle, book. All right, so what else do you want to go here with this? Look at that, the Ten of Cups. Wow, that's really good. This is about emotional fulfillment, marriage, family. Yeah, you know, and on the bottom is Ace of Cups too. It's about the love, the joy, new emotions, new relationships. You know, her cup is overflowing too, so you're going to be overflowing. Look, and there's two doves flying up there. Look. Yeah, I think that, yeah, you know what? And then his the Five of Swords here. That's, I was talking about, oh my God, and then the Page of Swords. That's what they were showing me too, that Ace of Swords they were showing me. So the Five of Swords is what's holding you back, because the Five of Swords is all about the conflict, the loss, the regret, the sadness. I think it's just time to, You know, the Page of Swords, it's all about something new too. Having clarity, new ideas, success. Well, and right underneath it's the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, again, this is all about like the deception. There's a strategy that you're being spied on. You're being spied on, you know, and it could even be like an emperor, right? Because an emperor, well, I mean, I wouldn't like to say that they're an emperor, but I think they feel like they're in the position of being in a higher authority above you. Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this, the King of Swords. You know, see, too, they were showing here, like, see how she's lugging these all around? You know, they want you to release. That's why I came out on release. They want you to release this. Release the burden that this person is causing. But I think it's because there's like some kind of like hook into you. Look, and then the High Priestess, because that's who you really are. That's who this is the energy they want you to step into. That's okay. I get it. Okay. Well, in the Five of Cups, this is all about your loss again and sadness. I notice I'm bringing up a lot about fives. So, let's see here. You know, this King of Swords too. I think that's who you're hoping to have. I think that's who you thought you were getting. I think you thought you were getting like a King of Swords, which is somebody that's emotionally stable, someone that has compassion, someone you can trust. But that's not what you got. That's not who you ended up with. But you're still hoping. You're still hoping. But this individual can come in if you release whatever individual it is that's causing all these this turmoil, the heart fog, the emotional storm. Because if you're going through all this emotional storm and you're confused and think that you're losing your mind, actually, then that's not your person. Because this person is and I noticed right behind it here, it has Avenger, and then right behind it was Courier, which is somebody that is a messenger of connections, which, bringing in a gift. Just like with the wands here. So you need to get rid of this person here with this sword, this hatred and plotting type person, to actually make room to bring in your king or queen in this instance, because it's High Priestess here too. So you could be, however that fits for you, right? Yeah, all this emotion. There's a lot about emotion going on here. All right. So they wanted me to bring out a few things here. So I don't know what they want here. Oh gosh, it's a lot. Look at that. We have a home. Yeah, I think you're just being given scraps of a bone, right? Okay, we have a sock. You know what? Here we have a snake. This snake here is, it can represent two things. The snake can represent this person that's like a snake in the grass, right? Or it could have a lot to do, which I believe it has to do, in this instance, it has to do with your Kundalini. It's about bringing your, all your chakras in alignment. You have the Tree of Life here. Look at this, your crown. Or your crown. Oh my God, 2 crowns. Look at that. 2 crowns. I'm telling you, you're going to find your king. And the king and the queen, you guys are going to be united. Wow. Look at this. And this is the Ankh. And the Ankh is about the material world, but connecting to spirit. Oh, there's some travel. You could be doing some traveling. Maybe traveling to a new home. It's a clothespin. I think that's this individual is trying to keep you pinned down. Look at this. It's a little butterfly and it says create it for you. That's this. And then we have a quarter moon. Oh, look at that. See how that moon, it wouldn't even lay down. It's a quarter moon here. And then we have the yin and yang. This is to bring that balance. That's the justice here. To bring in the justice. This yin and yang. Wow. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so they want me now to read this card here. Yeah, I think this person is going to provide you. You know, and this stocking too, it's full. Yeah, I think the person that, you know, and it's funny too, they brought out a dog bone because in these cards, it's all cats. So this person here that has been doing this, it's like a hollow bone. And it's not your person because it's the opposite of cats. Like cats don't chew on bones. Well, unless it's a bird bone, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so you want me to read that for you, and then I'm going to close the reading. So, let's see what this is. Oops. Okay, New Dawn. That's what it's called. It's the sacral chakra, unlocks secrets, balances hormones, yep, and energies, and awakens creativity. Colors of sunrise. Enjoy life. Wow, spirit. You know, I noticed that they had me put it in, there's like a sunset or sunrise right there too. Okay, here we go. What do you want me to read? Okay. On a new dawn, Usha Mudra beckons you to bask in the glow of daybreak. Imagine reds, yellows, and oranges filtering through your body, touching and gently awakening every part of you. You step into the spotlight on an empty stage. In this space, it is up to you to create the life you wish for, where deep peace is felt and vital energy restored. Know that your unique soul color inspires those around you. Now it is your time to hold space and accept everything you are. Know you are enough and much loved. It is a time to enjoy all that you've worked so hard for. Pause, be glad, and enjoy. You notice that I put it right out here on this where it's you know, where it's like this emotional fog. And look, that's even a sunrise. Look, with all these mixed signals. But then look at all these wonderful things that are going to come. And, you know, even here, it's all about you finding your emotional balance, right? Wow. So basically, they're saying, like, use this mudra and bring in this, because the sacral chakra has a lot to do with your willpower and your sense of self, right? So, okay, that's all I have for you. That was pretty interesting reading. So I hope this video finds you well, and I hope that you're able to clear out these fears that are consuming your life, And you know, like they're clearly, they want you to, they want to activate, not activate, they want to activate your kundalini here. That's what the snake represents. And so with that, yeah, I hope that you reach out to spirit and ask Archangel Michael to come in and help guide you. And because he has that blue sword, right, he can cut those cords that could be attached to you, because they're talking about the hook in the heart. So I'm going to do that video next and upload those, because I do think that it's related. And with that, I'm going to bid you a good day, and I'm going to send you all my love and light. And I hope this video finds you well. Bye, everyone.